Hello, my name is Luke Avedon. This is a tutorial in SuperMemo Assistant, just makes it much more super duper. So today we're going to install SuperMemo Assistant and incrementally read some PDFs, which is amazing. Now, the first thing we need to make sure is that we have SuperMemo. So I started a new collection. We're going to use a blank collection just for this tutorial, but you can easily use it on any long-standing collection you have. Now this SuperMemo Assistant version is for SuperMemo 18, and I'm using 18.03, which I believe is the latest version of SuperMemo. Now, the first step in installing SuperMemo Assistant is we're going to close SuperMemo. Things you need to get going is we're going to download SuperMemo Assistant. I'm just going to download it to the desktop. Okay, that should be downloading. Now, this is being downloaded as a 7-zip file. So, three things we need are 7-zip to unzip 7-zip files, which is just like WinZip or any kind of archiving program, but 7-zip's a little different, so you just download that here. We need Visual C++ package, but you just go download, follow the link, easy to install. SuperMemo Assistant also requires .NET Framework, but that's installed by default on Windows. So you're probably using Windows 10, that probably is already installed on there. But if you need it, this is how you get it. Okay. So I already have C++ installed in 7-zip. I'm now going to extract SuperMemo Assistant. But before we do that, we need to set up a folder for SuperMemo Assistant. SuperMemo Assistant can only be in one special folder. And we find that folder by typing in app data. Look how it shows my key presses, but they're all crazy. Now that brings me to my username app data roaming. And the best way to find that path for your situation is just typing in app data. And to bring up the Explorer, you can just go to your Start menu, hit Documents, or Start menu, File Explorer, okay, and then type in app data. All right. Now we need to, easy to install, SuperMemo Assistant also requires .NET Framework, but that's installed by default on Windows. So you're probably using Windows 10, that probably is already installed on there. But if you need it, this is how you get it. Okay. So I already have C++ installed in 7-zip. I'm now going to extract SuperMemo Assistant. But before we do that, we need to set up a folder for SuperMemo Assistant. SuperMemo Assistant can only be in one special folder. And we find that folder by typing in app data. Look how it shows my key presses, but they're all crazy. Now that brings me to my username app data roaming. And the best way to find that path for your situation is just typing in app data. And to bring up the Explorer, you can just go to your Start menu, hit Documents, or Start menu, File Explorer, okay, and then type in app data. All right. Now we need to create a SuperMemo Assistant folder. Okay, so I just right-click here, new, creating a new folder. Now this folder has to be called SuperMemo Assistant. One word. Now I'm opening this folder. I'm going to drag our archive in there. This is the SuperMemo Assistant 7-zip file we downloaded, and I'm extracting it here. But I'm going to use 7-zip. Extract here. Okay. Now once this is extracted, we can now set up SuperMemo Assistant. So we're going to click on the little robot guy, SuperMemo Assistant exe. So back to my super spiff present. Okay, so all we have to do to import a PDF is when we're in SuperMemo, hit Control-Alt-I, and a window pops up and we import the PDF. It could not be easier. Here I am in SuperMemo, Control-Alt-I, and the browser window pops up. If you don't see this window, if it's buried beneath something else, just Alt-Tab and look for it that way. But usually it pops up into the foreground. So I'm selecting, I had some example PDFs on my desktop. I put them in this folder, example PDFs. I'm going to select Alice in Wonderland just as an example. And the PDF is imported. Now this was a blank collection, and I didn't have anything in here. I just had this one node, my main knowledge, and one concept, which was my knowledge. So it just default imported it to that because that's what my concept was set to. In a little bit, I'll show you how to be a little bit more organized. But it just creates a folder and a topic. Now this topic has high-tech information in it, which tells SuperMemo Assistant it reads the string and opens the PDF in a PDF browser. So the most basic way, there's a few different ways we can extract information. So I like to think of it this way, that there's really 3 types of extracts you can make in your PDF. Mainly you just make normal text extracts like you do when you're reading any topic in SuperMemo. You highlight the text and then you hit Alt-X. Then you extract that text, becomes a child topic, and all that is very normal and stuff you're used to if you use SuperMemo at all. Now you can extract images from the PDF. And you extract that pretty much the same way. You just first select the image and then you extract normally. So you can sometimes click on the image to select it, or you can draw a little box around it, and we'll go over all of that in a second. But you just select the image and then you hit Alt-X just like you normally do with a normal text extract. Now the third category of extracts is making sub-PDFs, which is really just a way we break up our PDF. So maybe we want to break it up by chapter, or we want to break it up by bookmark, or we can select pages of the PDF and make a sub-PDF of those pages so we can get nice incremental reading goodness by still working with the PDF before we've actually extracted any kind of text. Select bits of text, like any other normal kind of incremental reading, and then hit Alt-X. Now, if we go back to SuperMemo, I hit Alt-C to bring up the knowledge tree. This extract was created as a child of the PDF. As long as SuperMemo Assistant's running, whenever we have the PDF topic in view, it'll launch the PDF browser automatically. So it created the extract we made as a child. So we can go back to the PDF. I just selected up to parent twice because we're back at the parent topic. I'm going to extract this too. Alt-X, and voila. Another extract created. Okay, that's the most basic way. Now, let's try extracting some images. Whoops. All right. So here's an image. Let's extract this paragraph of text, but also add in the image. So I just highlight as if I'm going to do a normal extract. Now I'm holding down Control and clicking this image once. Now it's got this weird opaque filter thing over it. Or not opaque. And I hit Alt-X, just like a normal extract. Now look at that. This would be like a normal SuperMemo topic with image component. And all the references are in there, of course, automatically. So pretty neat. We can even select multiple images if we want. Is there a page with multiple images? For example, this extremely disturbing image. We click. Now I'm holding down Control, selecting this verse. I'm holding down Control again. Got the box, the semi-transparent box over this image. I have 3 things selected, which I just selected by Control clicking, Control highlighting. I can even get another bit of text, maybe this chapter 2 up here. I'm holding down Control. Now I have 4 things selected. I hit Alt-X, and an extract is made with those 4 elements: 2 text, 2 pictures. Let's see how that looks in SuperMemo. Amazing. 2 images and 2 separate image components. Our text is over here in the normal text component of a topic. The references are all perfect. Great. So there's one last way we might want to grab things from a PDF doing normal extracts. It's possible that we want to take basically a screenshot image and have that be a topic. You might have not be working with a very nice PDF where you can easily select text like this. So it might just be an image. Now we can select that and then OCR it, but we're not going to do that. We can do that with SuperMemo Assistant, but we're not going to do that in this video. But if you wanted to just take a screenshot, even if you can select the text, perhaps you want to, that is easily done. All you do is hold down Control again, draw this box. Now this box is an image. Now hit Alt-X. And we have a topic as image. Pretty cool. We can also combine highlights. I just highlighted that holding Control. Now I'm drawing a screenshot. Alt-X. As crazy as it sounds, I now have that image from the box I drew and the text. So we really covered 3 things. Normal extract by highlighting text, Alt-X, boom, normal selecting images with Control, selecting multiple images by holding Control. With text, Control is our key to selecting multiple components. And we also learned how to make screenshots. Let's screenshot this far out text. I just held down Control and drew the box. Now I want to also get this piece of text here, Chapter 3. So I'm holding down Control, as in I want to add to my selection. And I now just highlight this text. So I've got the screenshot here, and I've got this text highlighted. I now hit Alt-X. And a beautiful topic was created with an image component and a little text component. So I can grab very big pieces of text and now this is like a normal topic and normal incremental reading. If you're familiar with incremental reading, we might see this the next day or sometime in the future, and we can make smaller extracts with Alt-X. Or we can schedule our extracts, all the wonderful things we normally do every day in SuperMemo, such as setting the priority, setting how far in the future we want to see it. All those really cool things we can do because it's now just normal text in our collection and is well organized in our knowledge tree. So now let's talk about sub-PDFs. So with sub-PDFs, this is just a way to break up the PDF more and incrementally read bits of the PDF. We can break up a PDF by chapter and make sub-PDFs of each chapter, or we can manually select pages and make a sub-PDF of just those pages. So it's not very complicated. For this, let's first get a little bit more organized. So I'm going to change this My Knowledge, because I just imported this PDF with the base knowledge node as the root. I'm going to change this to Literature. Now I'm going to hit Control-K to create a new concept. So using the name of the folder, I hit OK. Now we have a literature concept up here. Let's create a new folder called History. Type in History. Now Control-K to make this history thing a concept folder. Now we have a history concept. I click on this little light bulb and our concept registry comes up. I hit Accept. So now we're set to history as our concept, which it may have done by default when we created it, but I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so now let's import a PDF. All we have to do is Control-Alt-I, open the PDF browser window, Control-Alt-I, open up this window. If it's not in the foreground, look for it with Alt-Tab. I'm going to import this PDF called The History of Poland in honor of SuperMemo, being from Poland. So to make a sub-PDF, we can select text just like we normally do. So to make a normal extract, we do Alt-X, right? Now we have a normal extract. But to make a sub-PDF, we can select the text normally and hit Control-Shift-X. Control-Shift-X makes a sub-PDF. Alt-X makes a normal extract. So now we have a sub-PDF. If you notice, when this topic comes up in incremental reading, we're automatically brought to where the sub-PDF starts. So we're ignoring all the things before it, and those are now highlighted in red or blocked off in red, really. So we know not to study that bit. And then the parts after our sub-PDF are also in red. So this is kind of like making extracts, but we're really just taking bits of the PDF and splitting up the PDF that way. Now, that's one way to make a sub-PDF. Another way, if we go back to our PDF, Notice this stuff in red highlight has been turned into a sub PDF. So if we're looking through our main PDF again, we know not to make extracts from that. And we've got the normal blue SuperMemo extract color when you make extracts from normal topics. You might be familiar with that color. If you use SuperMemo a lot, you are very familiar with it. So we can also make a sub PDF by selecting entire pages. So what we want to do is double click on this page. And now the entire page is blocked off as blue. We want to select a few pages. So I'm just scrolling down here. I think I'm going to stop here. Now hold down Shift with this page with the Teutonic Knights Castle. And I'm going to click this here. Now all these pages are blocked off in blue and selected. Pretty neat. Now I'm going to hit Control-Shift-X to make a sub-PDF. I am not going to press Alt-X to make a normal extract. Remember, Control-Shift-X is the magic key combination for sub-PDFs, whether you're just highlighting text or blocking off entire pages. So I hit Control-Shift-X. Control-Shift-X was pressed. This is now all highlighted red. And we have a sub-PDF created. Same thing as before. All the stuff before it is in red, blocked off. We're automatically brought to this page when we're incrementally reading. Voila. Now, and we don't have anything in the PDF was cut out past this. So we really have a nice little, our own section of the PDF to study. A little PDF extract.
So let's make some more sub-PDFs, but this time we're going to make the sub-PDF based on bookmark. So if your PDF has bookmarks, you can always just click this bookmark icon to see them. Now, let's make a sub-PDF extract just of Chapter 6 here. Great. So I click on the bookmark. I right-click PDF extract. Now that's selected. And boom. A sub-PDF is being made. If we go back to SuperMemo, Chapter 6 is now a sub-PDF. So let's try that again with another chapter. But this time, instead of right-clicking, we can just select the bookmark and then hit Control-Alt-X. A little keyboard shortcut so you're super efficient. For greater super efficiency, now Chapter 10 is selected. If we go back to SuperMemo, this chapter is now a sub-PDF.
Using a sub-PDF. So those are the different ways we can work with PDFs in SuperMemo Assistant. Now if you want to delete PDFs, you could just delete the PDF here in the entire branch if you wanted to. But the PDF is actually stored in the binary. So if we want to keep our collection size small, we go to Search, Other Registries, Binary. So that's Search, Other Registries, Binary. Now in here, we have the data for the PDF. So since I deleted Alice in Wonderland in the knowledge tree, I'm now selecting this in the binary registry and right-clicking delete. So now Alice in Wonderland is gone forever. It's removed from our collection, not taking up any space. And that concludes our tutorial. Thank you for your kind attention. I hope you had a super time learning about SuperMemo Assistant. I hope it supercharges your learning with SuperMemo. And have a super day.